Render is a website, a service that allows us to deploy applications to production. Build, deploy, and scale your apps with unparalleled ease from your first user to your billionth. So the question is this: if we already have AWS, Google Cloud, and Azure, then why do we need these peripheral services? So the reasons could be multiple. One reason is that since AWS and other cloud providers are are directing into so many users, they must be generic and support all use cases. The other reason could be pricing. We could get maybe a better pricing because just like when you buy a whole package from someone, and he's buying all the packages internally inside AWS. So you're not directly buying an account from AWS, you're buying an account from someone who buys many accounts. So as we see, Render supports so many stacks like Angular, JavaScript, Go, Python, Docker, and hopefully Rust, and hopefully also Java. So we already see here what are the benefits, because we see that we can choose our service type, basically whether it's a web server, static website, Docker container, or cron jobs. And here we already see that we are operating at a higher level than usually in the cloud. Then we are choosing the target branch like main that we want to deploy, and the startup command like yarn start. So I would say that Render is making things more convenient for developers, more straightforward by just choosing exactly the command, and then you choose whether you want an automatic deploy or manual deploy. Automatic will be basically that whenever you have a commit, you have a deploy. This is not at all. It's already used by 750,000 developers. This is a very serious product. And as we see, they already have a managed Postgres SQL, managed Redis, persistent disk, and infrastructure as code. But basically, I like the fact that they have a managed Postgres. The pricing of them for individuals, for a hobbyist, is $0 per month. This can be very compelling. This is like Heroku in the older days when it had a free package. For small teams, they have $90 per user. So you already see that it's a fixed price, right, for organization, and it's a rather low price. So if you're a small company or a startup or an individual, this can be very compelling. Rather than paying by performance, you pay for a specific package, and even $0 if you're just a solo developer with a small project. And basically what you get is a series of packages like web services, static website that are supported, cron jobs, one-off jobs, background workers, instances, and how much bandwidth you get. For the free $0 package, you get 100 gigabytes, which is more than enough for minor projects. We also get the managed Postgres, also in the free individual package, automatic backups, read replicas, and point-in-time recovery is something that we get already only in the paid versions and not in the free versions. And to sum it up, in the free version, we get some static website like first CDN. I don't see here really that we get automatic, like we could deploy our service, but we have it in the other also $0 package. We get a Postgres SQL managed one with 1 gigabyte SSD, not too much depending on our use case. We get also Redis for $0. And here we start paying. So if we want cron jobs, we would get $1. But you see, this is the premise. We could go for the cloud, or we could go for these low cost services, which are a little bit more usable kind of.